Yes, our children, drink deep and feel the searing embrace of the first one. Now it is time for you to acquire what you came for.
The burning in your veins is but a moment of discomfort in your transition to the great beyond. Now we welcome you to your eternity. Drink deeply, have faith, and join us in this sermon.
Welcome back to the Koolaid Stand. I'm Jett.
I'm Stephen.
Nice, dude.
Thanks.
So, the Champions League final is finally over. Sorry about that.
All good. I know you're like sports, and I was like, all right, this might be quick. This might take forever.
Well,
Who Champions League for which region?
Europe. Yeah,
Europe. Okay.
So Paris won, and Arsenal, who are from London, lost. I suppose I should have given a spoiler alert if you're trying to watch this game 2 weeks late, but PSG won the Champions League final this morning. My team, Crystal Palace, just won the Conference League too, which is like a third tier version of that competition, but still very exciting.
That's good shit. Isn't this a second win for them?
For Palace?
You mentioned another victory for Crystal Palace, I think maybe a year ago.
Yeah, they won the FA Cup, which is a different competition that's only for English teams. By winning that, they qualified for this larger competition that involves European teams from all countries in Europe. And they also won that competition. They've been around for 120 years, and they've never won a major trophy until the past year, and they've won 3.
Until you started majorly talking about them on the podcast, then they're killing it. So I think you might be a good luck charm.
Yep, you're welcome, Palace fans everywhere. It's all me.
The opposite of Palace is Millwall, right?
No. Everybody kind of doesn't like Millwall.
Oh, okay.
Except for Millwall. They're known, as you know, for their bricks, and they're also their fans are just kind of like historically violent,
hooligans, right?
From back when back when like right-wing football hooliganism was a very big thing in England.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And all that talk about soccer, and now we're going to talk about baseball.
Well, we're going to start by talking about baseball, but
okay.
Yeah, I get there's been a lot of big sporting events. The World Cup is also coming up, which is less exciting to me this time around because of some of the like political connotation that's coming with it. I don't know if that's just
elaborate.
Well, there's shit like Iran will be playing in Seattle, and since the U.S. is at war, they've decided to only let the players and a handful of the coaches come. So like their fans aren't allowed to come watch their country play.
Aww.
Obviously, it's kind of dangerous for because we're co-hosting with Mexico and Canada. It's kind of dangerous for Mexicans to try to come to the U.S. and watch games, frankly.
Yeah.
Israel almost qualified for the World Cup, and there was a whole there was like a massive push to kick them out as a pariah state and not let them compete, pretty much. Like has been done with South Africa in the past when they were an apartheid state. But FIFA is very pro-US, so they kind of ignored all that. Thankfully, Israel didn't end up qualifying. I don't know. There's just a handful of things that are leaving a sour taste in my mouth. I don't know if it's because I'm kind of old enough to be politically conscious more so than I was in the past, since this is a competition that only happens every 4 years.
Yeah.
Or if it's just extra bad this time around. I really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting that it's coming to our home area. I learned recently that they're not hosting the entire World Cup, and I was like, oh, thank God, because I didn't understand how. Yeah, I thought when because we talk about countries hosting the World Cup, right? They build these giant fucking stadiums that like never get used again. So I thought that we already had that stadium, and then we were just going to host the entire World Cup. Those are the assumptions that I made. And I'm glad that the entire World Cup and a whole series of it are not being played solely at safe CenturyLink.
Safeco. Yeah, the old Mariners Stadium. That would have
I
been pretty
refuse
cool.
to fucking call it T-Mobile.
I love
will
that.
not be calling it T-Mobile Park. It's Safeco fucking Park. All right. Look, I'm sorry, but I'm dead naming T-Mobile Park.
Honestly, as far as dead naming goes, this is the one time I'm in support of it.
Yeah.
We're going to be dead naming some baseball teams here in a minute as well.
I thought it's interesting that you're not super into it, because I thought that like the World Cup being here in the US, especially coming to a city so close to us, was going to be a big thing for you, and you were going to be really pumped to go see it. But I know also tickets are crazy expensive.
And I do have tickets to 2 games, which I did not pay full price for. I was lucky enough to get 2 as a present. I had the opportunity to buy a third one at a very high price. $300, and that is cheap for the tickets this time around.
I was about to say I think that's cheap.
The competition was in Qatar last time, and the tickets are about 10 times as expensive as they were just 4 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's in current day and age USA, so like shit's gonna be expensive as it is, and also the US branch of FIFA is like has classic Americentrism, and they're like, oh, but you want to come watch in America, you gotta pay. And I guarantee there's gonna be an element of people paying to come here from overseas, and then they get like held up at fucking security or some shit, and like just
ICE is gonna like detain fans for coming to the country for the World Cup and shit. I guarantee it.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I know it's gonna happen. So which game do you get to go to?
I get to see Qatar play Bosnia and Belgium play Egypt. So Belgium's definitely like the big team of those 4 that I'm going to get to see, with like the most well-known players and stuff. The World Cup is like my favorite thing, so I'm definitely still excited for it. I love watching it. There's just some things about it that are leaving a sour taste in my mouth that I think are probably similar things were going on in like 2014 in Brazil, where they were like bulldozing slum housing to build a stadium. But I just wasn't as politically conscious when I was 14 as I am
also
now.
Wasn't the Qataran stadium built with like slave labor?
Yes, arguably slave labor. People died building the stadiums because the conditions were so horrible for the laborers, and I still watched the fuck out of that World Cup. So
yeah, I mean, FIFA has its own peace prize, so like,
which they invented to give to Donald Trump.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's cool. I like FIFA as a world championship. I think it's really interesting. I know Germany just kind of wins, but like it's still fun.
I love that you hold on to that.
Hey, I know very little about these things, so when someone says something that's funny that can stick with me, I just grab it. It's like I still refer to North and Central America as CONCACAF.
Yes, I love that you refer to the geographic region by like the name of the governing body for like the international soccer team.
Yeah, it's also just like kind of really easy, because otherwise I have to say North and Central America.
Yeah,
like,
you do have to like refer to those regions together semi-frequently. You know, it's interesting that we don't necessarily have a word for it.
CONCACAF.
Yeah, why not CONCACAF?
I was going to refer to the entire globe as FIFA now.
The one world government. Dude, we're leading that direction.
Yeah, it feels like it. I don't know. There was a lot of sports talk at the we were at a bachelor party last weekend. That was fun. There's a lot of sports talk there. I wasn't into a ton of it, but I think one of them was like, one of the people that was there was always watching some sport. I think I looked over and he was watching fucking like, I think it was Indy, some kind of speed car championship.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, this guy's sports.
Yeah, Dylan was just watching baseball half the time as well. Or not even watching
Dylan,
it. It was just on next to him, you know?
I knew, the thing is I know Dylan. So I was like, Dylan, stop fucking watching baseball. Like, just be here, dog. Like, but, and to which he mostly did. But yeah, no, it's always funny to look over at Dylan and see he's got some baseball game going on next to him. And it's like, dog, I know you like baseball, but like, I don't know. You're not watching soccer at the bachelor party, like.
No. I was definitely like paying attention to scores and stuff, but I was also watching the extended edition of Lord of the Rings, which was keeping me busy. So
that would be my second time watching it. Yep. It's what I remember. Actually, I didn't remember everything. So that was
I
cool
feel
to
the
see
same way about it.
Yeah. Although after we got back, I still had a day with The Bachelor, and we went on a hike to go see a waterfall. All right, it's taken care of.
Your first ever waterfall sighting.
We can leave Stephen alone. I've seen 2 waterfalls. Yes. This might be a hot take, but the first one I don't really count. All right, it was like maybe 20 feet. Like I want to see water. Yes, I'm aware. Water start up high, water go low, waterfall down. That's a waterfall. Yeah, but I want to see like a 60, 70 foot like fucking cascading tower of water. Like, and so when I saw the first waterfall, we'd already hiked like fucking 800 feet and a mile and a half. And I was like, this is it. And I could see through the tree line, the big one. And I was like, well, how far away is that one? And Colby's like, another 400 feet in the air and another half a mile. And I was like,
nothing.
Already dying.
Oh,
fine,
never
fuck
mind.
it. And I'm not much of a hiker. I'm big, strong. I lift heavy. I don't do endurance hiking in the fucking unstable ass root covered rock fucking bullshit ass trails that are out there. Inaccessible ass. And so I was like, fuck it, let's do it. And I suffered the rest of the way there. And then I did get to see the cool waterfall. There's a picture of me looking at the waterfall. There's proof that I saw it. And that was a cool waterfall.
I'm glad it was worth it. I hope.
Kinda. It was more worth it that I did it rather than the fact that I went out there, like the experience itself. The hiking itself was not fun to me. It was brutal and hot and hard.
Yeah, I'm not really big on hiking for the sake of it either. It's more about the destination than the journey with hiking, to be honest with you.
It was because we were running up there with Colby, and Colby, for reference, is like 5'5", 5'6", and he keeps insane pace. We climbed this thing at like 2 miles an hour. Which is a lot to run up 1,100 feet. I feel like, at least it felt miserable to me. And he was keeping the pace for like the first mile and a half. And that shit was hard to keep up.
He's a fit young man.
He's a fit young man. And not saying that I'm just not fit that way. And so a couple times I was like, dog, hold on a second, man. I gotta catch my breath. I can feel my heart pounding in my ears. Like, this shit's brutal. We eventually did it. It was a good experience overall. It was fun. We went out to Gold Bar. That was in Wallace Falls, and so it was a cool waterfall.
That's a great hike. I've done that hike a few times.
I've done it once. You could still go farther. There was another like mile and a half I could have gone.
There's a lake at the very top.
There's a lake up there.
If you peel off on like a forest road, and there's some what do they call it? Dispersed camping that you can do up around the lake.
Oh, you could just drive up to the lake?
I don't think you can drive to the lake. I think you have to do the hike and like cut across a forest road and then keep hiking up to the lake. And then you can do dispersed camping up there. So you can pack all your shit up there, like in a backpack, and camp by the lake. That sounds like a good time. Yeah, the camping, like secluded by a lake.
Yes. Yeah. So like if I'm going to go up there, I'm not going to go up there just to look at it and be like, yep, I saw it, and then leave. I'm going to go up there and like spend like a day or two. Like,
yeah.
I'm not like that. Yeah. God damn. What a fucking.
Maybe there's 1 or 2 other people tent camping. You're nowhere near a road. You're way up in the air. That sounds like a good time to me.
That does sound like a good time to me. Although I don't want to carry like, what are the hobbits carrying? Like 20 pounds of fucking cast iron pans and skillets.
You're dropping them near the top of the hike as if you're climbing to Mordor.
It was like watching a fucking. I can't hide the fact that we just did watch The Hobbit, or not The Hobbit, but the Lord of the Rings, and then I'm watching a very short person absolutely surmount this fucking hike. And I was like, this sucks.
Lots of parallels.
Fucking hobbits. Then we came back and we watched Empire Strikes Back. So I don't know what happened, but like I played like the original Lego Star Wars games, and I was like, I had this hankering just to watch like the original 6 movies, and I was like, let's watch. I don't want to watch New Hope. I don't want to see the end of the story either. So let's watch and I mean the end. The end of the story ends there.
Right.
there are no more movies
that even take place after that.
Just a couple shows, but that's it. And I was like, let's watch Empire Strikes Back. And so we sat down and we watched Empire Strikes Back, and it was fun. It was good. It's fun to be a big fucking nerd and watch those movies because there's lots of stuff to look at and interpret and eat up.
Absolutely.
Seeing Darth Vader fucking kill and field promote like 4 or 5 officers was pretty fun. Catching the differences they had from the original cuts that I'm just aware of are cool. There's still some shit that's a little bit confusing, but you know, it's all right. You can tell the screenplay was written by somebody else that wasn't George Lucas, but sometimes his shitty ass dialogue makes it through, and it's like, why are these people talking like this?
Yeah, it does happen.
But it was overall a good experience. Anyway, we're ready to talk about sports?
Yeah, it's not another Star Wars episode. Don't worry.
Damn it.
I think last time we did a sports episode was the NBA analyst episode where we had some fun learning about how the Orlando Magic got their name kind of tangentially from Disney World.
Yes. It wasn't exactly that way. It was like we named it the Magic because of the magic of Orlando. And it's like, the reason I went on that train is because you're like, I wonder if it's because of Disney World. Thank God it wasn't, but it's still stupid. It should have been called the Orlando Juice, but apparently at the time
I forgot about that. Yeah. Fuck them farmers, bro.
Yeah, fuck them.
So what we're going to do today is basically we're going to do what we did with the Orlando Magic a bunch of times, because American sports, I'm a person who's kind of into sports branding and graphic design and the logos and the jerseys and that kind of stuff.
Would you say graphic design is your passion?
Absolutely, dude.
Okay. Yeah, look at our fucking logos, guys.
I'm a bit of a nerd for sports branding, and American sports has just a unique sports branding culture that doesn't take itself very seriously a lot of the time, which is not the case with a lot of sports elsewhere in the world, or even the same sports we play here played elsewhere in the world. So I've gone through and I've pulled 4 different teams from 4 different American sports leagues, or American sports. And we're going to look at their branding. We're going to look at some funny baseball teams. We're going to look at some funny like 90s American soccer teams. And we're going to look at some funny college mascots, because I could have done all college mascots, honestly. And then we're going to look at some like minor league hockey teams. Okay. And we're going to review their branding and I guess rate them tier list style. It's not a full on tier list episode because I'll have my slideshow up on the screen.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of our more visual episodes as well.
Yeah.
So if you care to watch the video, you're definitely going to get something extra out of this because you'll be able to see.
I'll try.
Yeah, we'll describe them too. But if you're watching video, you'll be able to see the logos and the mascots and the jerseys and all that kind of stuff as well. So we're going to start off with baseball with a team, a minor league baseball team that's near and dear to our hearts, the Everett Aqua Sox.
Yeah. I have never been to an Aqua Sox game until like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, whichever one you brought me to.
That was your first one, huh?
That was my first Aqua Sox game. And then I went to like 2 that season, I think. I've never been to, this is minor league, right? Or like tier 3 or what's the...
I honestly don't know what tier of minor league they're in. There's like 3 different tiers of minor league.
The Mariners control these guys.
They do, yeah.
But it was much more close, which was cool. I know part of that was because of the tickets you had, but like I got to sit like right next to the fucking base. I got to yell shit at the players, which was fun. One of the games we went to, we were getting absolutely destroyed, and then they put a batter or like they put like a normal like outfielder or batter on pitch, and he was fucking sending them.
Oh yeah,
And,
I forgot about that.
That was awesome. Like they had no chance, but it was cool to watch. And at the end of the game, like they walk right next to you, and you're like, dude, that was crazy. You almost had him. And he was like, I almost had him. You're right. I almost had him. It was so cool to interact with the players. Honestly, I enjoyed this significantly more than going to another fuck ass Mariners game. I've been to so many Mariners games in the last couple of years because of all you guys. I don't even like baseball. This was more fun.
I also enjoy going to minor league baseball games more than I enjoy going to MLB games, more than Mariners games. It's smaller scale. It's easier to get around. I don't have to hoof it to fucking Seattle for one thing.
Yeah.
The beer is cheaper. The food's cheaper. The seats are closer. The level of play is not as high, obviously, but like you said, you can interact with the players if you want to. That opportunity is just there.
We're from Seattle, so the level of play isn't that much higher.
But it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be really good this year.
Dylan's going to shoot me in the fucking knee next time he sees me. And so we're talking about the branding here, right? So the Everett Aqua Sox are a tree frog. Nowhere native to the area they're from.
No,
but it's cute. I don't know what an aqua sock is other than like something you really just don't want to have on a hike.
So
I mean, Everett's a port town.
Yeah, the aqua is just like, oh, we're like water themed, right? But the Sox thing is like a classic baseball naming convention, like with the Red Sox and the White Sox. And I'm sure there's a handful of other Sox minor league teams out there, but they're the Aqua Sox. They do wear aqua colored socks. Their mascot is a tree frog named Webley, and Funko Pops as well.
So if you don't know this, Funko Pops are an Everett invention, unfortunately. And Everett has a couple weird claims to fame, being airplanes.
Boeing
sending a guy to Unimclaw to get fucked to death by a horse.
That's
don't let
good one.
Boeing forget that we know that. And Funko Pops, the worst toy collectible of all time.
Yeah, so this is Funko Field where they play as well. Like Funko,
it didn't used to be that, but
it makes pop figures. Yeah, they're from Everett, and they maybe a decade ago now or close to it. They set up their headquarters.
I'm old.
in Everett, sponsored the local baseball stadium. And now this is like, I don't know. It's just a weird thing because Funko Pops are so like nationally popular. But for this minor league baseball team in Everett, Washington, you get a bunch of Funko Pop shit for them because Funko's based in the same city.
And as usual, this Funko fucking sucks. You have one on this slide. Of all Funkos, this was terrible. It's a Funko Pop of Webley, the mascot for the Aqua Sox. He's a large green tree frog with a really big smile. The thing is, when I think tree frogs, and an incredibly important detail about tree frogs, especially green tree frogs, which is what we are, they are what we're talking about, is they have big old fucking red eyes with a giant like black slit. Of course, because it's Funko, they have to remove as many fucking details as possible to make it a Funko Pop and not really pay that much homage to the original character. And his eyes are black.
I think all Funko Pop eyes are just pure black.
They are, yes.
And that's probably why they're doing it. But yeah, it like he's fucking soulless, bro. He lost his soul.
He looks like a character out of Garten of Ban. You know what that is?
No. What?
It's a really shitty like horror game that's like a mascot horror. He looks like a character out of that. It looks really dumb. But I don't know. I think the tree frog is cool, even though it's not from the temperate rainforest that Everett resides in. I think I don't know. I don't know if it's because I've just grown close to this this team specifically, but I would give it a solid A. Are we ranking these by
tier list
out of 10? Okay, yeah, this is an A. Aqua Sox are A tier.
I would agree with that. I like the use of the Sox nomenclature for a minor league team and them using an unusual color for it. I also like the detail where the E in Everett is the Mariners M trident just turned sideways to be an E.
Yep. That is cool. It looks cool that way.
The frog mascot, despite not being related to Everett at all, is also kind of a fun, unique mascot.
Yeah, I think so.
The Everett Aqua Sox get an A.
A for Aquasock.
Yeah, that's correct. Our next team.
I know these guys.
Okay, nice. This is also a minor league baseball team, the Albuquerque Isotopes.
Yeah. And I just know them because the name is cool and I like their logo and I like their vibe. And their mascot is a weird little dude.
Yeah, I don't know what the mascot's doing. His name is Orbit. Well, I guess I do know what he's doing. In the picture we have, he's breakdancing.
He's breaking it down.
He kind of looks like a dog. He's like orange and yellow and fluffy and has some retro sci-fi outfit stuff going on. Apparently he's won awards for being one of the best mascots in the nation.
He's cool.
He does know how to break dance, so that helps. The logo to me feels horribly out of date.
I don't care. It's like it reminds me of
I don't
like
think they care either.
Good. It kind of reminds me of like the old Astros stuff.
Yeah.
Where it's like a brown rainbow. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't think the A logo is that bad. It's the Isotopes.
It's the font. The font is really odd. It's like a hand-drawn kind of bubble letter font with like an orange to yellow gradient inside of it.
It's very, very like early aughts.
Yeah,
late
and
90s.
It's so far removed from like the baseball cursive and block letters that get used in baseball.
Yes.
For almost every team, which I enjoy from a minor league baseball team.
I would believe the Albuquerque Isotopes are called this because there is a laboratory where they did all the Trinity program tests very near Albuquerque.
That is part of it. Okay. But it was, I believe, a fan naming contest where the name came out of. And the reason they're the Isotopes specifically is the team is just like a reference to The Simpsons.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there's a baseball team in The Simpsons, the Springfield Isotopes. And I guess there's an episode where it's like a conflict in the episode that the team is maybe going to relocate to Albuquerque.
Oh,
and this team came into being after that. And, you know, they have their lab there. And then The Simpsons also made this joke about it. So it came into the fan vote, I believe, that, we'll just be the real life Albuquerque Isotopes. And here they are.
Well, it's cool. I think it rolls off the tongue. I like their black and white and red outfits. I think those look cool. Are they good?
The outfits, the uniforms?
No.
Or are they good at baseball?
No, I mean they're good at baseball.
I have no idea if they're good at baseball. I'm assuming it varies a lot since they're a minor league baseball team. They probably have like half of their roster replaced every season.
No, I like these guys. I like them a lot. I don't know if it's just because it's generally nerdy, but I think it's so far out there. It's like, I don't know. This feels like a less corpo, more endearing version of that stupid fucking hockey team's character.
Gritty.
Yeah, that's
Gritty, right?
Yeah, I think so. This just like, I don't know. I feel happier looking at this guy than that stupid orange gremlin.
I do too.
Or, oh my god, are the Krakens fucking whatever the fuck that thing is? The Fremont Troll.
I don't like him either. And these guys aren't kind of like, I feel like those hockey mascots you're talking about are kind of chasing this aesthetic that the Isotopes
I don't know
have
what
like
that thing is.
Like they've had it. This is like they're not taking themselves seriously, and I know that's what minor league baseball teams do with their branding, but they're kind of established in it. They're not like they didn't set up this brand to follow the wacky mascot and name trend thing.
Yeah,
like the Flyers did with Gritty or like the Kraken.
This is organic.
Did. It does. Like, it feels more grassroots, I guess. I don't know.
These guys are an S tier for me. I knew about the Isotopes before we even started this episode. I like them. I think they're cool.
I think they'd also be S tier.
We have the Savannah Bananas on here.
No, because they're not like a real baseball team.
Aw.
This is good though. This is better than the Bananas.
Yeah. All right.
I do have the Savannah team later though.
Okay.
All right. The Isotopes get S tier because they're better than the Aqua Sox branding wise, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
The third baseball team is another minor league baseball team, the Binghamton Rumble Ponies.
Oh shit! One of these ponies is snatched.
Oh, yeah, so let's start
Holy
off with
shit.
the mascots. Their mascots are two horses that are hot as fuck.
Yeah. Oh my god, the other one too. What the fuck?
Their names are Rowdy and Ruby.
Okay, I'm assuming Ruby is the girl.
I would assume so.
Okay. We have just a fucking yoked ass white pony with a red mohawk. It's very clear he's wearing a muscle suit, but like it's so fucking it's a lot. This guy looks like he can barely bend his arm. It's nuts. And then this other one is like a more like traditional like brown and white kind of like Bojack looking horse. She's got eyelashes, so you know she's a chick, and a giant ass. Like her belt is like super snatched on the waistline.
She got that hourglass figure, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Her suit is also definitely padded. It looks crazy. But that's kind of it. Their logos and stuff are like a horse with boxing gloves and a cudgel.
Yeah, can you tell what's going on with like the cudgel and stick in these logos?
It looks like he's using a cudgel as a baseball bat. It looks kind of like a shell, but that's all I'm getting out of him. And
can you tell what they are?
They're painted ponies.
They're carousel ponies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently this city is known for carousels, and the city kind of has like a collection of antique carousels. I believe this also came out of a fan naming contest where they were like, we want to be carousel themed. And is Rumble Pony
and our horses need to be hot
for those?
I don't know.
I've heard
painted
before.
ponies, and I've heard carousel.
Okay, yeah. But in the mascot, you got a horse wearing boxing gloves, and he's also using like the pole of the carousel that you hang on to as either a weapon or a baseball bat. It's difficult to tell.
He's in a traditional boxing fit, I would say. He's got like the classic laced shoes and the boxing belt. Yeah. Although that boxing belt has been handed off to the female character, it looks like.
Oh yeah.
Like visually.
Ruby is wearing the Rumble Pony boxing belt. I don't know. Overall, I think this is a fun one. I don't think it's as good as the other two, though.
I agree. It's just amusing to me that like these fucking two hot ass anthropomorphic ponies. Like these are our characters.
That was absolutely the reason I included them. Is I found the mascots after looking up the name because it's kind of weird, and I was like, oh, they just have two hot horses.
And they're like holding on to each other. It's very silly. Yeah, this is like a B.
I agree that this is a B
for MLB, and by that I mean MILB.
Right, minor league baseball. We're about to move to the MLB though. This is the one team that I picked out of the majors because I think that the name is dumb and that people are just used to it because they're a major league team.
Okay.
So I don't think anybody thinks enough about how dumb the name is. It's the Los Angeles Angels, aka the Angels, the Angels, right?
Oh.
If you're the LA Angels,
you're right.
You're the Angels.
You're right. What the fuck?
Also,
the Los Angeles Angels.
Yeah, and also on my slide, you'll see I have in parentheses of Anaheim. I think a lot of people who know about baseball will know this story, but the team relocated to Anaheim to like have a better stadium deal, I believe, and the owner did not want to change the branding of the team to be the Anaheim Angels because being named after LA sells better, essentially.
Sure. Okay.
And the city of Anaheim said, okay, well, you can be here and you can have your stadium here, but you have to put Anaheim in the name, and that's the contract. So to get around this, they changed their name to the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
So the LA Angels aren't even an LA team. They're an Anaheim team using a stadium in Los Angeles.
They changed it. Well, I think they were an Anaheim team playing in Anaheim, but calling themselves the LA Angels of Anaheim because they were contractually obligated to have Anaheim in the name.
Okay.
But LA was more marketable. They're back to just being the LA Angels as of like 2016, I think. But for quite a while, I'm pretty sure it lasted a minute. They were technically the LA Angels of Anaheim.
That's fucking whack. And also, why do they have a monkey?
Because they don't have a mascot. They just have a capuchin monkey who's known as the rally monkey. And when they need to rally, they put a monkey on the screen and he waves a sign around.
Okay, that goes kind of hard. I'll be real. We'll bring out the monkey.
I also have here
and
like
now we win.
it's like Groundhog Day or something. If you see the monkey, you win.
Sorry, our monkey says we're winning. So
there's nothing you can do about it.
Monksatani Phil.
I also have a political cartoon here on the slide, which is about the ridiculousness of adding of Anaheim kind of in fine print to the name. I just think this is a team that's so well known and established that people don't think about how silly the brand is. Because even now, like I said, they're the Angels.
Yeah, yes. Well, the thing is Americans don't speak Spanish. So it's like, oh, the Los Angeles Angels. Okay. But no, you're right. It is the Angels.
It's like the La Brea Tar Pits. I think in French, if you want to translate the whole thing, it's the Tartar Pits, right?
I don't know, but that sounds about right. I think I'm surprised there's no like level of pranking about their name by switching the L and the E and making it the Los Angeles Angles.
You can also have fun with that. The Angels Angles.
The Angels Angles. These guys are like a D. Do we have a D tier?
We do have a D tier.
Yeah,
I'm down to put the D tier.
The rally monkey is fucking awesome, but yeah, as far as branding goes, I don't care.
The branding itself is also kind of just boring. All right, that was it for baseball. We're gonna move on to soccer now.
Okay. And these guys have fucking wild names.
Yeah, I find a lot of joy in introducing people to early MLS franchises because people don't really know about them. So the first one is the New York, New Jersey Metro Stars.
Okay, so we got two cities.
That's or two states, or a city and a state. Take your fucking pick.
Metro Stars.
Yeah, they're called the Metro Stars.
I understand. Look, I understand what they're doing. Their jersey that you have here is a very classic. I feel like soccer jersey where it has the vertical pinstripes.
Yeah.
It's their colors are fucking horrifying. It's red. I would say like a solid scarlet and like goldenrod. It's fucking agonizing to look at.
And then black, but some of the black is
black,
and then some of the black looks like it's pewter almost, like it's getting a little brown.
Bro's breaking up the Nuln oil.
And their logo is like this lightning bolt shaped M with like a cartoon cityscape coming out the top of it.
The thing about the letter M is it's already very sharp. But I'm realizing now when you add more points to it, it loses all form. I can barely tell what letter this is. I like their spelled out. They have a spelled out logo with Metro Stars, and the T's in both Metro and Stars are like lightning bolts. And I think that's cooler.
Yes, their word mark I think is better than like their crest logo by a long shot. And these early MLS teams also weren't really able to get sponsorship deals for the front of their jerseys, which is soccer teams always have a sponsor on the front of the jersey. That's just a thing in soccer. But in the early days, they couldn't get sponsorship deals. So they just have this massive word mark of Metro Stars kind of imitating a soccer team's sponsor plastered across the chest.
I think that's kind of cool.
It's odd to me because why do you have that and then also the crest on the chest? Because the word mark is only there to like imitate having a sponsor on the front of your shirt to look like soccer teams in Europe that have a sponsor on the front of their shirt.
Yeah.
So I don't get why they don't Why can't they just be like a basketball team and like just have the word mark across the chest? They don't need to have like this dumbass illegible M badge on the chest as well. It's odd to me that they have two logos on their shirt, I guess.
I do think that is odd. I understand what you're saying. I think visually this is not fun to look at. I like the idea of the Metro stars. Like, these are the guys that use the Metro. But like,
well, let me tell you where the name comes from.
Okay.
Because I was like, Metro stars, why aren't they just like the Metros or something like that? Maybe
that'd
the
be stupid.
Name was taken, but the name has corporate roots. It's named after the guy who owned this team, owned a company called Metro Media, and I think was not able to just call the team Metro Media. This is like a thing that happens in like Little League baseball, where like a local company sponsors a team, and then the team is just like named Jones Hardware or something like that.
Okay.
So this is named after Metro Media, but they went with the Metro Stars. And for those of you who don't know, this team is now the New York Red Bulls, which is also corporately owned and corporately named by Red Bull. Yeah.
Okay.
So they have been a corporately owned and named team since the beginning, but have moved from the Metro Stars to the Red Bulls.
Oh, well, that's less cool.
I know, it makes the whole thing kind of lame, and also it's still hard to look at.
D tier. Okay. Next.
I do have a soft spot for these weird like 90s MLS teams though. This one I included because the branding is just the worst. This is the Miami Fusion.
The fuck? I don't think they have a mascot. I like their colors. I think blue, gold, and white always works.
It's a classic combo.
I love the jersey that you have here.
I hate the jersey.
Yes. It's got, I just love color blocked clothing pieces. It has a collar, which it feels kind of unusual for a soccer jersey, but this looks like a pretty old soccer jersey.
Soccer jerseys do kind of like to have collars sometimes. It's a little bit of a thing with soccer shirts.
It's got yellow shoulders that drip down to the sleeves and create a cuff around the edge with two like black, I would say, semicircles that go on the outside. Then you have underneath that white stripes that go like kind of on the clavicle area on the very top of the chest down into the sleeves, and then the rest is blue below that. It's very angular. It's very geometric. It's got a zipper on the front. It's a quarter zip with a collar. I don't know why, but I fuck with this. I don't understand what's going on with their like name. The Miami Fusion. It just, their logo just says Fusion, and behind that has an M, and then behind that M has like a gold rising sun.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
like
what the deal is.
Imperial Japan's rising sun, but in yellow.
But in yellow, yeah.
I don't know. It looks the logo looks so fucking janky to me. It's
I agree.
Blue oval with the yellow rising sun and just the letter M and then Fusion, but it looks like the Tool logo.
It does look like the Tool logo. And then beneath that it says FC.
Yeah, so I guess they're the Miami Fusion Football Club.
Okay.
I think this is about like the cultural fusion of Miami's people.
So Cuban and American?
I guess so. And I included like this cover of an old MLS magazine that I guess you could get for $1.95, which is pretty good. And this guy on the front is called Carlos Valderrama. He's a famous Colombian.
And he's Miami's main man.
Yeah, he was Miami's main man, as it says on the cover. He's like a Colombian legend who came to play in the US for a little bit. He was around with those teams that were like involved with Escobar that we talked about a while back.
Oh, this is a narco footballer.
Yes, he was.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the Miami Fusion. I think the branding is super ugly and the name's not very interesting, but it's cool that they have Carlos Valderrama.
The thing about this is I find it inoffensive. Like the colors are good picks. It doesn't hurt to look at like the Metro. So I would say this is like a C.
You think this is better than the Metro Stars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I just fucking hate the logo, man. It's so bad. Somebody made that shit in like 10 minutes and called it good.
Holy shit. Is Carlos Valderrama also on this team?
Yeah. Our next team is the Tampa Bay Mutiny. who also
Sick
had
name.
Carlos Valderrama playing for them, which is why I have another picture of him.
What is going on with the? Okay, so their logo is like a black bat with blue eyes, kind of, but like really stylized and kind of the shape of like a double, like the top of a heart. And then it's over a look. Did you pick this because it's these colors?
No, I picked this because I think dude, I could have picked 10 more, 10 more of these American soccer teams.
This is like black and like teal, blue, kind of not really teal, more of like a cyan, but a little bit more blue balanced. I don't know. It's a very pretty color pick. Their logo, like their, what'd you call it? Their typeface? Their
like the font that they're using for their text.
2001 computer documentary.
Yeah, like hacking into the mainframe, but it's in the 90s.
Yeah, like hack the planet. Like they have like this weird circuit board typeface for their like word logo.
So they're called the Mutiny because they wanted to have like a pirate themed name. Tampa Bay's got some history with that, sort of with like the golden age of piracy, right? But the main reason is that Tampa Bay's NFL team is the Buccaneers, and they wanted their branding to align with the whole pirate thing that Tampa Bay has going on. So they went with the Mutiny to be pirate themed, but then made their mascot a digital bat and made their typeface look like they're hackers. I don't really get.
So it's digital pirating.
Yeah, I guess it's digital piracy.
No, this fucks. I love this.
I'm glad you love this.
I'm all about this.
Because
Are they still around?
No, they're not. I think this is insane, but I also like it.
Dude, you're going out. They went out on such a fucking limb. There's green involved in some of their jerseys.
Yeah,
I think this rocks. I'm so sorry. Maybe this is a bad take, but I kind of love this shit. This is like a B tier.
This is a B tier. Yeah. If the Fusion are C, this has to be above the Fusion.
Yes.
All right. And the last soccer team that I have is I pulled the LA Galaxy, who are a current day MLS team. And I pulled them for the same reason as the LA Angels, because I think that people who are really into American soccer are so used to the Galaxy being around. They're like the most successful American soccer team. They've been around for longer than most teams. They've won more than like any other team. So people are so used to them being around and being successful that they forget how fucking dumb it is that they're called the Galaxy.
Okay.
So
I'm seeing a lot of emphasis on the LA part of Galaxy, which is clever.
Right. So I've got their old logo, which is the one on the left, and I've got their new logo, their current logo, which is the one on the right. And I've done the same thing with the jerseys. I've got the old jersey on the left and the new jersey on the right.
For the logo, think like, remember that drink Orbitz?
No.
It's like early 2000s, cool space roller rink ass. It's like a 3-pointed curvy ass triangle. Like they couldn't just commit to one kind of shape. It had to be two as a circle. The Galaxy type font is normal, but like there's like it's very swirly and polka dot matrixy. It's odd. Their jersey, I have 2 words: cultural appropriation. I don't know how else to that's a fucking like Zulu.
They've got like
color system,
the Rastafarian color system, which I think is also taken from like it's the like red, green, yellow, and black combination that you see
with like triangles
in many African cultures. And yes, like the sharp angles and triangles and zigzags and such.
Their new stuff unfortunately is blue, white, and gold, which is going to give them points. It's just a badge. It says LA. It says Galaxy beneath it in a banner. It's a little star at the top, and then their jersey is like white with a I love a 60-degree angle stripe on shit. I don't know what it is about it.
I also love a sash on a jersey.
Yes.
It looks
is that what it's described as?
Yeah, I would call that a sash, like with teams that have the diagonal stripe across the chest.
I think that's good. I think that's good branding.
I do
think
think
it's good. It's clean.
I do want to point out that they've been sponsored by Herbalife forever, which is an MLM. It is just a
Yeah.
straight up pyramid scheme that sells
Yep.
like fake health supplements.
Yeah.
And the owner and his son are insane. I could make a video about that. But they've been sponsored by Herbalife for as long as I could fucking remember, which is very funny to me.
As far as branding goes, this is entirely inoffensive and also looks good, but like not knocking it out of the park in A tier. I think this is like, or sorry, an S tier. This is like an A tier.
Oh god, it really hurts me to put the Galaxy in A tier.
But it's so clean.
Yeah, it's clean. I also like I said, I have a soft spot for like these weird kind of older American soccer brands. So I kind of have to respect that they're still rocking the name the Galaxy when the other team that moved into LA recently is just called LAFC, which is boring as fuck. And
Yeah.
what every single new team does now, they're just like City
The football
FC.
club thing?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's like, you're not even like a football club. You're just like a franchise owned by a guy. It's not a club.
Yeah.
So I respect that they're still rocking the weird name. And I do love a sash. It's got to be said.
I think it's a good look.
All right. Now we're going to move into the college teams that I picked out. And we're going to start with the UC Santa Cruz Banana Slugs. This is a classic.
This fucks.
Yeah, it does fuck.
We got blue and gold, right?
Yep.
This looks like a Pulp Fiction reference to me.
I don't even remember the character's name, but the dude with the longer hair and the one that's not Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction wears a UC Santa Cruz Banana
John Travolta.
Slugs. He wears a shirt in the movie. So
Yeah, during the part where I can't even explain what they're saying because that would get us absolutely canceled. Yeah, their mascot is a cool looking fucking yellow slug with blue shirt and big old stomper shoes. He's a little pudgy. I respect it. He's a slug, right? So he's kind of formless. I love their logo. It's such a sly little smirk.
I know.
I do have to say that they've decided to make the eye stalks hair and or antenna and
True.
put his eyes above his mouth.
where human eyes would be.
Yeah. Also, I have to say that the slug costume, other than the generally formless nature of it, that head does not look like a slug. That looks like an ant.
Yeah, it does look like an ant. It looks like the
it
ants
looks like a
in
repurposed
Ant's
ant.
Life.
It looks like in high school we had a mascot that looked like another bird, and you could tell that they used another bird's head.
Yeah.
For that mascot costume.
Yeah, for sure.
This is it looks like it looks like an Ant's Life ant head. I'm not gonna knock him too much for that. I'm a bug nerd. This is also a gastropod on a bug, but I think look, this is sick. The banana. What kind of sport is this?
This is just, this is kind of like a hippy dippy liberal arts school, to my understanding. So I don't think they do a lot of sporting.
Oh,
but
it's a college mascot.
But yeah, this is the whole college's mascot. So any sport they play there, they're the Banana Slugs.
Oh, yeah, this fucks. This is like an A tier for sure.
You don't think this is an S tier? I think this is an S tier.
All right, fine. I'll allow an S tier. That's yeah, it's okay.
Also,
an S tier's cool.
What adds to it for me is they got the name. It was an unofficial mascot that the students called the school because they didn't have like an official sports mascot.
Mm-hmm.
And then the administration was like, well, that's not a cool like college team name. So they were going to make them the Sea Otters, like officially. And the student body was like, absolutely not. And they launched this like campaign to have the official school mascot be the Banana Slugs and like cancel out this campaign that the administration was having to make it the Sea Otters. And they were entirely successful. And that's the only reason that they're officially the Banana Slugs still.
That's a very art school thing to do. I fuck with that.
It is, but I love it. All right.
That's sick.
Next up is the St. Louis Billikens.
Okay.
St. Louis University. So, do you know what a Billiken is?
No.
I don't think there's a single other team that's named after a Billiken, but you'll see if you're watching the video, and you'll be able to see it now, that the Billiken was a type of doll from the early 1900s. It was just like a toy that became kind of popular. People would go and buy it like a Labubu because they wanted to have it, and it was supposed to be like a good luck charm teddy bear kind of deal. If you're not looking, the lower, like from the shoulders down, it's like a teddy bear.
It's a dude.
And
Sorry. Yeah.
The head is...
It's a porcelain head.
It's porcelain, and it looks a little bit like a racist caricature of an Asian person.
It does.
Or like a gremlin. Or
I
like a mix
Labubu,
of the two. I don't know, man.
I think Labubu is kind of a good comparison. It kind of has that similar vibe.
Yeah, so the mascot now, as you'll see by like the logo and the mascot I have here, it looks less like a racist caricature than the original Dolls Duel. It kind of looks like just a white colored goblin.
I was gonna say it looks like a white goblin. Yeah, I mean, this guy parties. You know, you can tell. He's got a very sharp, pointy jawline, and I don't mean like Chad. I mean like I could draw a fucking equilateral triangle between both points of his mandible and his chin. Like it's a very triangular shaped over the chest, down pointed jawline. Good colors, white and blue. I mean, he's very icy. I dig it. It's not unpleasant to look at.
I do have to say, I think that these dolls were technically invented in Kansas City. Instead of not St. Louis. I don't know. That's for funny. Sure, but
well, regardless, I mean, I think we're ranking the brandings, right?
Yeah.
This is inoffensive. I think it's nice to look at. A very like pleasing shaping. It's a simple branding. I like it. It's an A tier.
An A tier. All right, we'll put the Billikens in A tier. There's kind of like less to say about this one being weird than the other ones, but I enjoy how unique it is and that they're like named. It would kind of be like a team like 100 years from now being named the Labubus.
Yeah, I would say so.
And people will be like, well, what the fuck is a Labubu?
Yeah, then someone will make a podcast on it.
So for the next one, we're going to bring it back to Washington for another hippy dippy liberal arts college, the Evergreen State College Gooey Ducks.
Yeah, dude. These rock. So if you don't know what a gooey duck is, it's something on the Pacific coast. Definitely not like exclusive to the sound, but they're much more common here. They're a large, long clam, very phallic shaped, and they reside in the sands. When the tide is in, they stick their siphons up, and they have these little tongues that they grab like algae and plankton and stuff from the water, and they eat that. And then when the tide goes out, they pull their siphon in and they burrow into the sands. They hide in there, and you can go and you can gooey duck if you like clam or you like shellfish or mollusk. They taste like that. They're really tasty, but they're a Pacific Northwest thing. They're specifically like an on the sound kind of thing.
Yeah.
Dude, making this your mascot is a fucking play.
I love it.
Their colors are dark green and white.
I love the color combo. I'm a green fan.
Yeah, no, this is solid. It looks nice. It's very pleasing. It's kind of a blue balanced green. It looks good. I think they have 2 generations of mascot. I missed the old one.
They're definitely leaning into kind of the ridiculousness of their mascot with these outfits that they've got.
Their old one was definitely made by some art kids, and it's like I would say gooey ducks they have a tail and a siphon, and they have a shell that kind of wraps around them in a circle. Not like a normal clam, although there are gooey ducks that have more clam shaped shells, but they've gone for the long one.
It's like a taco shell with a long hot dog in it. Yes.
Think that. So the taco shell in this case is the shell, and it's buckled in front like a vest. And they have it looks like a shiny green worm with just like the biggest fucking like dome eyes.
He's
like
got those Funko Pop eyes, bro.
Dude, he does. But they put a white outline, so it looks like he's like on Molly.
Yeah, it does. His eyes are just like crazy dilated.
It looks awesome. I love this fucking thing. That's their older mascot, though. Their newer one is much more refined. He's got white gloves, green gloves, green stomper shoes, white undersuit with pants that just say Evergreen. I think those are probably their running pants. And then
those are the gym shorts.
Same vest thing. Looks more like a stuffed vest that you would take on a cold hike.
Yeah.
And it wraps around front, buckles in front again, and then they have a much more smiley kind of head that sticks up tall over the shoulders and has eyes on top and a big old crest smile. And then the way they see out of it is a little circle in the neck. I think these are an S tier.
I'm glad you agree, because I don't think this college plays a lot of sports. They don't even give out grades. So I don't think they're doing a lot in terms of like competing for college sports, but the mascot is kind of unbeaten. Yeah. I love it.
No, they rock.
All right. This is the last college mascot that I pulled. This is the South Dakota School of Mines and Technology Hard Rockers.
Okay.
My only note on this is hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we are from Seattle, different kind of hard rock. These are these are miners, and I don't mean that kind. They're just prospectors. I don't like. Looks like their colors are blue and white. Their mascot is a very tall prospector, and they have a statue of prospector, and they prospector.
They all look
inoffensive.
The face looks the same, from like the logo to the mascot head to the statue that they have outside the school, which I really enjoy.
It's consistent branding. I think this is a solid B tier.
I could go with the B tier. I think it's fun that they're the Hard Rockers, and it's kind of a play on them being a mining school. I also think, like, for being a mining and technology school, they put some effort into this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of schools that are like farming schools or mining schools that aren't really bothering to have like sports branding. So I think it's cool that they really went for it.
I could see quite easily how this is this garners a lot of like rally and cry like at their sports events and stuff. Like the minor, I could understand how if you go to this school that this shit would go hard
for sure.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I dig it, but it's not crazy good. So
B tier. We're moving into our last group of 4 teams. For this one, I pulled hockey teams.
Oh, fuck.
We're starting off with the Orlando Solar Bears.
Holy
get
shit.
It? Get it?
Yeah, dude, I get it. And I'm gonna be so real. I'm all for it.
I love it. I'm glad you do
This is rad. Holy shit. Okay, so their colors are purple and orange. Bear with me. And by bear with me, I mean the Solar Bear. They've taken a polar bear and they've made that their shtick, being fucking Orlando.
Yeah, being from Orlando, Florida, where a hockey team realistically should not exist.
Yeah. And this polar bear is they've done this thing where they're like, okay, early 2000s, cool as fuck. So he's got like he looks like the camel from those Camel cigarette ads in my nicotine episode.
Yes.
Like he's wearing sunglasses, he's got a stoic face, he's cool as shit. Their mascot is just a polar bear with blue ass cell shaded shades on. He's flexing for you. Their colors are fucking out there. Their branding is wild. This kind of like teal, orange, and purple thing. It sounds contrasting and brutal to look at, and it is, but in a cool way. This is an S tier. These guys fucking rock.
I love the Solar Bears.
So cool. And dude, what a good play on the name. Yeah, this is an awesome brand.
I just found out about these guys when I was trying to find hockey teams, and I was like, this might be my new favorite minor league hockey team right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go to Orlando. The next one I pulled up is the now defunct Kentucky Thoroughblades.
Instead of thoroughbreds.
That's correct. It's another pun, but this time it's a bad one.
And another, Jett, what's up with the hot horses?
I think I may have revealed something about myself.
The colors are interesting to look at. I would say it's kind of a nice laid back public transit seat green.
It's got like the Solo Jazz Cup color combo.
Yes.
Of the teal and dark purple.
Yeah. In their mascot artistically is just a jacked upper bodied horse with a fucking horseshoe brand on his pec.
He's a thoroughbred. He's strong as a thoroughblade.
A thoroughblade. He's strong as fuck. You can tell they leaned into it. I don't think for good effect. Although their mascot they have hooves hanging over the ice skates, which I think is pretty cool. But also the mascot does not look very cool.
I think the branding is terrible. Personally.
Yeah, I agree. This does not hit with me. This feels very 90s.
The logo is bad. It's really busy. The font is like a little bit like thin and difficult to read. It's not very pronounced. The mascot's fine, but like he's wearing the jersey's just ugly. I don't personally like the color combo. And with the logo put on the chest of a jersey, and you know, on like a hockey sweater, the logo on the front is big. Yeah. And the lettering is still so like
tiny,
small that like, you can't read it.
Yeah. Also, like just the art of this mascot. Like the more I look at it, it looks like AI before AI. Like putting an undulate in ice skates was a decision. So he's got hawks. So his leg goes forward and then the hawk goes back and then the rest of the leg goes forward again. And on ice skates, it just looks really, really
he's
weird.
Also got human feet at the bottom. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Which is not how those work. This is like a D tier.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
They only existed from 1996 to 2001, and I think you can kind of tell why.
Yep, I kind of nailed the date on it too. I was like, this is like a 90s.
Oh yeah, you can tell. Yeah, this is the Savannah team that I pulled up that I was talking about. The Savannah Ghost Pirates. This is another minor league hockey team. They just recently started playing in 2022.
Yeah, you can tell these guys have the advantage of modern branding, and this fucks. This is an S tier for me off the gate. I think their colors are striking. It's this like toxic ass green and white and black. Their cartoon character's a little ghost. He's really fucking angry at you.
He's kind of chili pepper shaped.
He is chili pepper shaped. Their font is awesome. It's very ghosty and piratey at the same time. I fuck with that. Their mascot is a noseless, like smirking asshole looking dude with these big green lenses to see out of. I think. No,
I don't think I trust.
Out of the mouth.
I don't think I trust that mascot, man. It might be because he's a ghost and a pirate, but I don't trust him.
No, but that's on brand. I think like this guy's up to some fucking skullduggery. You know what I mean?
Hockey.
This guy's evil hockey. I love him. I think if I took a picture with this guy, I'd be scared. He's got like kind of like a buccaneer thing over top of his like normal vestige. I think this guy rocks. I like this branding. It looks awesome.
I'm down to put him in S tier. I think it's really cool. A lot of people don't like the neon colors. I think it just works really well.
Yeah, here it works really. I mean,
it's like that ghostly bright green. I don't know.
I grew up on Xbox, so it's either white or black with this color green.
Yeah,
and true. I have no notes. It always looked good to me.
The name also came from a fan vote, which is fun.
Cool.
The city has kind of like Tampa Bay, some history with the golden era of piracy, and they have a lot of like haunted tourism in that city too.
Okay.
We got a bunch of haunted places and ghosts that you can go hunt and that kind of thing. So they went with the Ghost Pirates.
I think it's a good pick, and their branding looks awesome. It's very modern.
It's pretty sweet.
It looks good.
All right, this is the last team and the last hockey team.
Also, I just have to say, like, is this Major League Hockey?
All of these are minor league teams.
Ah, dude, if this is Major League Hockey, imagine the cool like stadium shit you could do, and like call outs and rally cries and stuff.
Yeah.
Like all the Krakens kind of have that with the like playing Nirvana and like the water themes and stuff. But like, dude, like,
and they like project shit onto the ice. Like they'll project. I've been to one Kraken game to watch my favorite team, the Golden Knights, play against the Kraken. Mm-hmm. And they will like project on. They'll darken the whole arena and project like tumultuous churning waters onto the ice, and then like tentacles coming out and stuff.
Yes,
you could do a lot of similar, very cool stuff with the Ghost Pirates for sure.
Yes, yeah, it's so much fog. All right,
the last team is Macon Whoopee. Get it?
Is this supposed to be a play on? Okay, so it is a play on words.
Yeah, so they're from they're from Macon, Georgia.
Okay.
And they decided to call themselves Macon Whoopee so that it sounds like
they're saying
Macon Whoopee.
They're
sounds
fucking.
like fucking. Yeah.
It sounds like they're fucking in the 60s. This, man, you really kind of ended this on a wet fart.
I think this is awesome.
sucks.
What are you talking about? Okay.
Dog.
So they originally existed for only 1 year, 1973 to 1974. And then they got brought back between 96 and 2002. Like I said, they're Macon, Florida, I think is where they're from. Their logo has a bird and a bee because it's the birds and the bees and they're fucking. And their jersey has like a feathered pattern on it. Which
okay, I'm coming around. I'm kind
of fucking with the feathers on the jersey.
Yeah. So it's like the top of the sleeves have this feather pattern, and then the front, the chest of the jersey also has like a feather pattern. So it looks like you're a bird. I find this color combo for the logo specifically to be grating. I do not like green. I do not like green, yellow, and red.
It's also Tim, you hating on that African color combo we were talking about?
I'm so sorry. No, in that way, it's cool. And I'll never be able to match how cool that is because I'm white and lame. But like this, I don't like this. What is this leaf?
I think, I don't know. So to me, it looks, I think they might have an old logo that has this leaf and then it just has the text Macon Whoopee in the leaf. But I couldn't tell if that was like an alternate logo or maybe, you know, they had like 3 different runs as a team where they were brought back and then went defunct.
Sorry, what was their founding year?
73.
All right. Okay.
So I think the leaf is maybe do you know the team, the Toronto Maple Leafs, like the major league team, the NHL team?
No, I don't know them personally. What do you mean? Like, am I aware of their existence? I know what a maple leaf looks like.
I think maybe the team was like associated with that team, like that was their parent team or something, and that's why they have like the leaf. But I could be wrong about that.
Okay, I think. All right, I was just so off put by the visual nature of this logo.
What other team do you know that's just called fucking?
Yeah, see, that's what's bringing me around. Is this? There's multiple elements to the logo. That's like the bee and a bird. It's like, okay, yeah, and it came out of the 70s.
I don't know a single other team where the name is just having sex. Oh yeah,
having sex.
My favorite team is the having sex.
I think. All right, it's fun. I don't think I don't. It's not so offensive. I need to put it in like a D tier. I think this is like a B or
the visual branding is not the best. I'll give you that.
No,
but I do.
And we're ranking it as a whole. But I think the thing is the making sex joke is climbing it out of the depth. I would put this in a solid B.
Exactly. I'm happy with the B for making whoopee. Oh, funny stuff.
Sex.
All right. So we could go over where we placed each of the 16 teams that we rated today. Starting at S tier, we put the Isotopes in S tier.
Yeah.
We had the Banana Slugs in S tier.
Yep.
We had the Gooey Ducks.
Yep.
The Solar Bears.
Mm-hmm.
And the Ghost Pirates.
Yep.
We liked a lot of these teams, apparently. In the A tier, we had the Aqua Sox, the Galaxy, and the Billikens. In B tier, we had the Rumble Ponies, the Mutiny, the Hard Rockers, and, of course, Whoopee. In C, we had the Miami Fusion all alone. And then in D, we had the LA Angels, we had the Metro Stars, and we had the Kentucky Thoroughblades. And we didn't put anything in F tier. Nothing was that bad.
Nothing was so bad that it needed to be an F tier. A lot of these were really cool. I like this kind of like mascot, like designing a brand around sports. I think is difficult, and you can really nail it, or you can like. That's the thing about it is you can nail it, But if you fall short, it just sucks. Like, I really don't like what the Krakens ended up going with or ended up
Me
doing
neither.
for their branding.
Yeah, Haley suggested that I include them, and I was like, the mascot's terrible, but the name's not really weird enough, and like the branding and colorway that they ended up settling on are kind of boring to me.
It's another Pacific Northwest thing that's green and blue and white. I think another element of it is one of the names up on the block was the Sockeyes.
Yeah, which also would have been like calling it back to a Seattle hockey team that used to exist.
And I think that would have been awesome. I mean, like, hockey's about fighting, as I've been told. And like, you know, it's about roughing them up and getting out there and having grit. And I think and also salmon. Like, yeah. I just think that that's such a good pick. And they ended up going with the Seattle Krakens. And that just like doesn't, and then not to, and fine. Want to go with Kraken? Okay. They're not leaning enough into the Kraken element of things. They're not calling the stadium something cool. They're not using a mascot that's a Kraken. I don't.
The mascot is a troll, like a literal troll.
No,
they should have been the Sockeyes, man. They should have
the Sockeyes or they should have made the mascot a Kraken. Anyway, we could bitch about that.
Okay, so the Kraken are getting F tier as our 17th
F tier
team.
F tier for the Seattle Krakens.
Go Knights, go. Anyway, that's all that we have for today. I actually have the socials pulled up to shout out for you this time.
Shit.
So follow us on Spotify. Watch the video if you're on Spotify for this episode, if you're able to. That's Koolaid Stand. Follow us on YouTube, Koolaid_Stand, and follow us on Instagram, Koolaid_Stand_podcast.
Yep. And if you don't, I'm going to hand you over to all these hot horses.
Oh, well, that's not a threat.
All right, see ya.